When I leave this stage today, I don't want you to have hope. I want you to have certainty. The fact that a single satellite can help us put the brakes on global warming is truly remarkable. This is our chance to create change in our lifetimes, and we can do it now.
I was actually in the audience at TED when this idea was first presented to me, and I was like blown away.
This is crazy. What is EDF doing thinking that they're going to be launching a satellite?
I worked for CNN for a very long time and I covered innovation in space. I would look at all different kinds of projects that were trying to solve the world's biggest problems. That was sort of my sweet spot.
I do hear people cheering around me. There's a couple buildings, so it's blocked. Oh, there's a sonic boom!
I rarely came across a project that ignited my interest and curiosity the way that MethaneSat has.
The science shows that whilst we accelerate the transition to clean energy, cutting methane emissions is by far the quickest way to slow down the rate of global warming. But even the most well-intentioned of companies and businesses around the world have difficulty tracking and measuring it.
A new $90 million satellite called MethaneSat is being built by the Environmental Defense Fund. Once in orbit, it will find and map methane leaks around the world 24 hours a day.
So I think what really stood out to us early on is just this idea of putting free, accessible, actionable data right in the hands of government, civil society, scientists, activists, but on a level and scale of transparency that we've never seen before.
I think Laura and I saw the possibilities and how data was the key to unlocking the solutions necessary to minimize methane leaks.
MethaneSat was really born out of collaboration between Steve Wasey at Harvard University and Steve Hamburg. We had a very determined scientist and we had a very determined CEO that made sure that they could make this program successful.
We needed MethaneSat to provide the data on how much methane was being emitted across the globe.
It's kind of my whole world to look for where is there a new thing that we can do we couldn't do 10 years ago that can really make a difference. So this is one of these magical places where there is a piece of technology at the core that makes it all possible, but it makes more sense to do it not in a commercial enterprise, right? We need the policing tool to be done in a way that is governed and where the data flows to a non-commercial entity. That was really obvious.
This is a fantastically capable instrument. That has just been outside of what's possible.
One, ignition, and liftoff. Chamber pressure is nominal.
What I'm most excited about MethaneSat is that ability to provide that data that people will trust and know that it's clean, know that it's not biased. Then we can go to that second part of the discussion of how do we fix it.
EDF is uniquely positioned to do a MethaneSat because they have the science, they also have the advocacy arm, and we're willing to engage with a variety of constituents, including oil and gas executives, which not very many organizations are.
We've never had this quality data for any greenhouse gas. Full stop. This is a revolution.
Project like MethaneSat gives me hope that we have the technology, the talent, the political and the public will to put us on a path so that the next generation gets the just transition it deserves.
As a mother, I'm incredibly motivated to do everything that I can to leave a world that is habitable for my children and my children's children. And I really think that MethaneSat will be a part of that story.